Welcome to this video. This is Kate Klein with Adventure Bound Fitness and Nutrition, and I wanted to talk to you about how to reduce pain and speed up recovery and boost energy so you can just really crush and excel at your workouts and your training, or for a lot of people, just get back to it. Just get back to the activities you love, usually in 90 days or less, without being on lifelong food restrictions and medications. So what I want to talk about today is kind of to show you the system that I use to heal my own back and knee pain and enhance my training and performance in under 3 months. I mean, it was 6 weeks before I kind of saw like really accelerated help. For some people, this program allows them to excel at their sport specifically. So this is an example of Ronnie she's a title boxing instructor. She worked out with alpha groups in the gyms. Lifetime Fitness. She was a Peloton competitor and she was a very active woman and was struggling with migraines. That was her pain point. So we noticed she was down, she lost 5 pounds in 5 days. And she noticed that it was easier to sweat and get her heart rate up during the workouts. Basically, she was burning more calories because she was able to push harder and recover more quickly. And we also dealt with her migraines quite nicely. And for others, again, kind of it can just be getting back to things that you love. This is a woman who had so much knee pain and joint pain that she had to take the elevator to go up and down stairs. She couldn't go up and down, walked with a cane. And yeah, I just remember her texting me about, Kate, I walked down the stairs without knee pain. And for her, we also hit medical issues, such as dealing with triglycerides and getting her off of her cholesterol meds and statins. And again, just pain and reduction for some people. Katie, even with Crohn's disease, so in addition to improving digestion and weight loss, we saw this vast improvement. You can see these are scores that I use with clients to do the best I can to quantify symptoms that people have. And this is just one example, since this talk is specifically about pain. But you could see these 3s and 4s on the left means these were frequent to occasionally 2 or more times a week, and severe joint pain, joint stiffness, muscle aches, stiff muscles. And within about 6 weeks, we got her to the point everything was 1. Like, it was just once in a while if that she was having these, and they were not that bad. And we've continued to improve her as we go. And again, just boosting energies. This is another client I've been working with, used to be like rugby player, personal trainers, avid, active person. Her health spiraled down with kind of mystery illness that her medical team couldn't figure out, and got her to the point where, like, she messaged me this, I walked down a big hill to the creek at my mother-in-law's place, played at the creek, then back up the huge hill and continued to walk around some more. And this was only about 4 weeks in. And she said normally she wouldn't even attempt that because she wouldn't have the energy. Her husband would have to make sure that he had the keys in case he had to get the car just to walk up and down the hill. And that was by week 5. And we progressed this to the point she said she pulled out her resistance bands for the first time in 7 years because she finally felt like she could maybe do some work. She's lost vast amounts of weights, looks really great, just everything so much better. And the key here, all of these things, the digestion, the mystery illness, the Crohn's, the joint pain, the migraines, they all stem from similar issues. And that's what we're going to talk about. I want you to see the wide variety of implications that can be helped through this type of program, the Empowered Healing Program. So we're going to get into it. And I just want to kind of say, so I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you either, got this link sent to you by me, or maybe somebody you knew, or maybe you stumbled across it on YouTube. So what we're going to look at, this is specifically for people who are active. You don't have to be, but that's just kind of the people I tend to work with. So active individuals or formerly active, but you want to get back. You're feeling held back by joint pain and aches, maybe a slow recovery between workouts and training sessions, and you've tried a bunch of things. I will admit, like, that's what I love. The person's like, I swear I've tried everything. I've done the whole 30. I've done this, I've done that. It's not working. Like, yes, I love you. I love the people who are committed. They're dedicated to trying things and they just haven't quite found the right thing. So you're looking for that predictable system of how to reduce that inflammation and pain without the painkillers and the pain medicines. We don't want to be popping pills for life. We want it to stay away for good. We want to fix the main problem. And maybe, again, you're frustrated with kind of these generic diet plans that just don't seem to work for you. And you are ready to get truly personalized and dive deep with your lifestyle and nutrition on an individual level. So my promise to you is I'm going to, I talk fast, I know. So I'm going to kind of provide you this crash course view of the Empowered Healing Blueprint for a brand new lifestyle and nutrition system that allows you to predictably reduce inflammation and heal the gut to get back to your training and your favorite activities, or to enhance it. My goal is 20 minutes. I'm going to talk fast, so let's see how this goes. So if this sounds like you, then I'm glad you're here and I'm glad you found this. So a lot of people have just convinced themselves like, I'm getting older. That's just what happens. My knees are going to crackle. I'm going to wake up with a stiff back. But deep down, like, that that's just an excuse because you don't know what to do. Like, deep down that you could have more energy, that your body could feel better, that you could get more active. You see these videos of like 80-year-old bodybuilders and 70-year-old triathletes. And it's like, why not me? Like, that that's an excuse to just say, I'm just getting older. And maybe you've tried things like fish oils, curcumin, ginger, and other supplements that are supposed to help with pain and inflammation, but you're getting like little to no success, or it's taking forever to see any progress. And you've gone and you've tried foam rolling and yoga and stretching, but still, like, there's pain in the joints, pain in the body, pain in the muscles, the head, wherever it is, even the GI. It can be pain in the digestive system. So if you are absolutely frustrated with not knowing what to eat, feeling like you're cutting more and more foods from that safe list, you're finding all these trigger foods that cause flare-ups, but you don't have any answers, or, and I get this a lot of people are just told by their medical team even that, well, this is your life, this is your diagnosis for life, or you're just going to be in pain. Oh, it's genetics, it's bad luck. Or worse, hey, your labs look normal, this must all be in your head. Because I hear that a lot too, and that that makes me angry. It's so frustrating. Or you're just working so hard to kind of lose weight or get the stomach you want or reach your fitness goals or hit a new PR, and you feel like you've hit a wall. But you see others who are similar to you and they're doing it and they're succeeding, and it's like magic and you can't figure it out. So if that sounds like you, then awesome news. None of those things are the real problem. The real problem is getting to the root cause and the secrets we're going to talk about. Why should you listen to me? Maybe you have no clue who I am. So I will try to keep this brief as well. My name is Kate Klein. I am the owner and creator of Adventure Bound Fitness and Nutrition. I am a registered dietitian of almost 20 years, a personal trainer and yoga teacher. I am all about learning and assimilating these different practices and getting into the total wellness of functional health and integrated functional medical nutrition therapy. I work telehealth nutrition so that I can help people all over the country and even in Europe sometimes. And my story was similar. Like, I went from being very active. I played soccer. I was in track. I did all this stuff in high school. I did drumline and marching band. And then I became overweight because of back pain. It was this permanent pain 24/7. It hurt to sleep. It hurt to stand. My knees were aching. I was popping Advil, got up to prescription level medications, had knee surgery, was told I might have to have spine surgery. And I said, no, I said, like, screw that. There is something else. Again, that deep core knowledge that, no, my body is made for more than this. I do not need surgery. That's not the problem. And I had to dig because nobody could tell me what was going on. And I went and got back to full ability to run, to train intensely, to do 2-a-days, to lift heavy. I complete obstacle course racing and more, just absolutely thriving in my life and my energy now. And like, I shouldn't say I tried everything. I don't like that phrase. It's usually not true. There's always something out there, but I did physical therapy, acupuncture, massage, chiropractic work. Even had like 2 people try Reiki on me. Oh, actually 3. I had people try vibrational healing and chakra healing. Like, it was awful. So I dove into looking at more nutrition and personal training and corrective exercises and yoga and stress and sleep and all of this stuff, and created this whole system that I've then been able to repeat with people with various fitness levels, as you saw at the beginning, various diet styles from vegan to keto, people with autoimmune, people with migraines and Crohn's, and always seen results because it all stems from similar problems and has this whole wheel of health that we'll talk about. So again, I can't give you everything in this 20 to 30 minute video, but I'm going to try to hit some major points, give you actionable steps that you can try to do right now, take away with you, and see where you can go from there. So first, we're going to talk about the bucket and the wheel, which is understanding all the pieces of pain and inflammation and fatigue, and then getting into prep, fixing habits to reduce the inflammation load. And then 3, we're going to dive nutrition that heals, nutrition that hurts, and then getting into blood testing. Yes, I can do that from anywhere. And 4, finally, how do you make it sustainable? Okay, so we're going to try to hit on all of those as fast as I can. And I do want to say, like, I get it. People who have dealt with chronic health issues or long-term pain often kind of feel this way. I say it tongue in cheek. You know, you might be feeling like you are tired of doctor diagnoses. You're tired of, you don't want any more friendly advice. Oh, I swear this worked for my problem. Have you tried that? Read this book. This is the answer. You know, you don't want more books or promises because they often don't work. And so I get it. I empathize with that. I've been there. I've been there with loved ones going through it, with some of my clients before they came to me, and I've lived it. So, but I do want to say, like, a good trainer who pushes you so that you can feel better, I am going to ask one more idea, one more thing. Bear with me. So first of all, what's in your bucket? Trying to, in brief, understand, crash course, what is inflammation and why is it causing pain? So just following a clean eating program sometimes isn't enough. If you think of your body as having a bucket, or let's say your immune system, it's held within the bucket that is within your body. So your immune system is made up of all kinds of crazy terms, you know, your white blood cells and your leukines and your eosinophils and yada, yada, yada. Point being, it is meant to control your body, help your body stay healthy. But when there is too much going into this bucket and attacking your immune system or stressing it, and you can see here like exercise, work stress, relationship stress, education, movement patterns, sleep, nutrition, all this stuff adds to the bucket. If I really broke it down, the big 3 are going to be stress, sleep, and food sensitivities and gut health. But what happens is when so much happens, maybe you've been through trauma, maybe you've been through loss of a loved one, maybe you've been on like crazy strong rounds of antibiotics, but eventually the immune system can't handle it and it overreacts. Sometimes just as a trickle, and we get like maybe a tension headache, we get a little stress headache, maybe we get a little bit of an upset stomach from a little bit too much stress, or to full-blown autoimmune, which is your immune system going berserk and attacking everything. So it manifests in different ways for everybody, but pain is a very common one, whether that targets the joints, the back, the head, the GI system. But pain is very common as one manifestation of this inflammation due to overwhelming stress, whether that's chemical stress, physical stress, mental stress. Too much stress can lead to these problems. Okay, so that's kind of what we're looking at. This idea of the bucket. Food is important, but lifestyle matters as well. So that's why we look at the whole puzzle. What all can be adding to pain and inflammation and fatigue, or IBS as well as common. Many factors play into it. So the main ones you kind of see here in this foundations of health, we've got physicality, which is like structure, exercise, flexibility, alignment, muscle balance, all that. And we'll touch on it very briefly, but we're going to kind of move more into the hormonal side, which is the bottom, the sleep and stress management. And that can get into thyroid. We'll talk about that. And then nutritional, not only what you eat, but what you're able to digest and absorb and what your perfect diet program is like. So from any of these being out of balance, that's where symptoms start to happen. When these start to get too out of whack, that wheel doesn't work well and symptoms manifest, problems happen. So it takes a completely integrated approach to reach optimum health. You know, and this is the problem. Conventional medicine looks at symptoms and they treat it. So that would be like a gardener or a farmer going, you know, my leaves are all dying. I'm just going to spray stuff on the leaves and then paint them green so they look nice and green. They look like they should. but you know, like that's not the problem. You want to look, is there wood rot? Are there bugs on it? How is the soil? Is it nourishing? Is it watered enough? You look at the roots, you treat the problem. You don't paint the leaves green or the roses red in this case. So that's what functional medical nutrition therapy is. That's what functional medicine, functional nutrition does. We look at the root cause. We want to tend to the soil. We want to nourish and get to the main problem. And again, that takes a completely integrated approach. So real quick, most people are aware of the physical reasons for pain. So just to touch on it quickly, you know, if your knees hurt every time you run, you know, make sure you've got proper running form, or every time you do a deep squat, make sure you've got proper lifting form. Bad posture throughout the day, hunching over a desk, very common cause for like headaches and eye tension. Poor shoes, bad support can lead to tight ankles, imbalanced feet, ripple effect up the body into the knees, low back, even the shoulders, or muscle imbalance. If you've got nasty tight knots, very common to happen like in the chest. That gets real tight in the front of the neck and the chest because we have tech neck and we hunch over computers. So needing to stretch that out, do corrective exercises to stabilize the spine, that kind of stuff. Very important stuff. We can talk about it, but I'm kind of moving on because most people are familiar with those. So if you've ruled those out already as the reasons you're in pain, then let's dive into the other things. So the secret of the bucket and the wheel, you need a personalized approach to a full anti-inflammatory lifestyle. It's the whole complete package. And what happens when you get that inflammation down, when you keep that bucket from overflowing, you're going to reduce pain and you're also going to boost energy and all these other benefits, because all of these struggle, all the symptoms from that inflammation get mitigated, they get reduced. So you're going to have better sleep, better mental clarity, better digestion, better recovery, performance, weight loss happens more easily, belly bloat drops down, and more. Had one client tell me a couple weeks in, he's like, I was singing on my way to work the other day. Like, that doesn't happen. I hate work, but I was singing. So mood improves. It's all stems from this inflammation. Stress and inflammation are at the root cause of so many problems. So we need to then tap into that lifestyle. What does it mean? How do we fix these habits and reduce the inflammation? So hopefully that first part gives you kind of why pain is happening, what inflammation is, some of the chemical, nutritional, physical, hormonal stress in the body manifesting as pain. So now I want to look at some things you can do to help address it. Again, you can eat perfectly, but if your lifestyle's not supportive, you're going to continue to hurt as that inflammation continues to accumulate. Because again, it's not just nutrition. You have to have all of these components working. So start with stress and sleep. These are usually very easy things to target. Find ways to reduce stress, literally lower your cortisol, target adrenal gland health. You know, there's breathing techniques that can calm cortisol, or other ones that help boost oxygenation and energy. So this is all, cortisol is a stress hormone and we need to deal with it. Cortisol, when it's elevated too long, damages the GI, increases blood sugar, which can over long time have a lot of problems, leads to erectile dysfunction, libido issues, pain issues, just all kinds of things, messes with sleep. And then sleep. It's not enough to get the right duration. You need quality sleep as well. You know, a lot of people are like, well, I get 7 to 8 hours, but man, that alarm goes off and I hit snooze 5 times and I have to have coffee. Quality might be an issue. There's a lot to look at about getting into proper REM cycles as well. And then hormones, just to kind of touch on it. A lot of people blame like, oh, my thyroid's off. It's my sex hormones, like my estrogen, progesterone's off, or testosterone, cortisol hormone, leptin, they're all off. But controlling any of those and rebalancing those still starts root cause addressing stress and sleep and gut health. So don't blame your thyroid, fix your thyroid. And I just, you know, I wanted to point out, like, I am very, very interested in evidence-based research, constantly studying, constantly learning, trying to stay on the cutting edge of all of this, but making sure it's all substantiated. Whoops. So just to kind of see, like, you can see all of these research articles, and there's so many more if you go to PubMed or the Institute of Health, but just to show you a little sampling, it's not a mystery. We see this chronic pain and chronic stress, two sides of the same coin. Stress induced pain, stress causes pain. The role of inflammation in chronic pain, sleep quality and pain, inflammation and osteoarthritis, sleep and pain. So you can see these are very, very tightly linked as part of the problem. So lifestyle habit of sleep and stress matters. Find ways to combat stress. Reduce your cortisol with breathing practices or meditation. Make sure you get quality and quantity sleep, and get on the proper supplements if needed to help enhance that. Different herbs can help with it. Different vitamins can help with relaxation. And then you start healing. And that's where the energy comes, the better control, the less pain, all of the good things that our bodies are made for. And then diving into the nutrition. Number 3, lifestyle matters, but this is also a huge factor. There's nutrition that heals, nutrition that hurts, and then again, individualizing. So there's a lot of lists out there for foods. People are like, oh, I'm on the anti-inflammatory, I'm on the Whole30. Ooh, do I need to go vegetarian? I read a lot about plant-based, but ooh, maybe paleo's good. I'm seeing this. I'm going to try the low FODMAP, so I'm going to do AIP. Oh, look at this, foods to eat that avoid gas and bloat. Oh, lower back pain. Yeah, I got to add that in. And people start layering these in desperation and kind of cutting and seeing this minimal overlap, or just getting confused and frustrated. And it's just too much. Like, that list won't stop shrinking if you're not getting the root cause, if you're not fixing the problem. These are all Band-Aid solutions aimed at simply masking symptoms. And yeah, it's absolutely great to get symptoms reduced so you can focus and give yourself that relief, but then you get trapped. If you're still not able to back off that list or expand from it, then that root problem has not been addressed. You're still painting the roses red or the dying leaves green. You're not healing the roots. So absolutely, yes, start with a basic safe list. Cut out general inflammatory foods. Boost the ones typically known to soothe inflammation. So you can see that list here. Most people are pretty aware of these to start. Sugar, alcohol, gluten, dairy, soy, processed food, junk food. Boost your collagen, omega-3s, healthy foods, whole foods, lemons, limes, clean, organic. This is a starting point. That is not to say you should never be able to eat gluten. You should never be able to have a drink. But this is a starting point to reduce inflammation so you can start to heal. But again, that's still cookie cutter. That's still generic. So you can see here examples of foods that triggered inflammation of 3 of my clients. So just to give you an example, we use the Oxford Mediator Release Test to determine which foods are triggering overreactions from that immune system. Because again, that immune system overreacting is what causes inflammation and pain and problems. And you see these lists, these are like the medium and high reactive foods that they have to avoid for a while till we can heal the root problem. And it's healthy stuff. It's turkey and bok choy, lemon, spinach, even ginger, things that, a food that's normally considered an anti-inflammatory. One girl with migraines and arthritis in her 20s, turns out she was thinking she was being healthy, was doing like a veggie omelet for breakfast, a kale salad for lunch, and some sort of chicken and veggie for dinner. And we found out eggs, kale, and chicken were 3 of her triggers. So no wonder she was having migraines like 5 times a week and her hands were all swollen. So it depends. So this is why cookie cutter lists don't always work. Great place to start, but then let's funnel down. So start with those common triggers, to remove those main inflammatory foods, boost the good soothing things, but then test for personal foods, because no food list should ever have to stay restricted for life. So you're going to supplement, start to heal the problem, start to figure out why you have food sensitivities in the first place, why you have pain problems and inflammation in the first place. Heal the gut, reduce the inflammation, heal the body. Start to address the stomach, start to focus on the joints, whatever it is that's unique to you. There's different ways to address whatever your specific manifestation is, and fix the problem as you go, because the goal is not to find a restricted list that works and then just stay trapped on it forever. It's to find your list at first in order to reduce inflammation and thus the symptoms, but then to learn how to expand and to heal off of that, to do more than just survive on a small food list, but to heal and thrive for life, to be able to go out to eat, to be able to be social, to be allowed treat days without fear of flare up, to not stress about foods or what to eat or stress about pain. You know, we are made, our bodies are made to live such amazing lives if we know how to heal. Our bodies want to, our minds want to. We just need to know the right way to do it. And fortunately, science has come a long, long, long way. So discover the root problem, heal the gut, calm the inflammation, and just fix whatever that underlying imbalance is. And you should be able to enjoy any whole foods you want, work in your treat days as well, and start hitting your weight goals, your fitness goals, your training goals, and your health goals for life. Yes, one caveat is celiacs. That one, as far as we know, they do have to remove gluten for life. Thus far. We'll see where science takes us in the next few years. So, and all of this is great, but no perfect diet, no perfect sleep, no perfect training plan or workout plan matters if you lack the ability to stick with it and commit to it. So again, lifestyle, secret number 4, how to thrive, how to make your improvements sustainable for life. It's about mindset, discipline, and accountability. Don't treat it as a crash course. Reset your vision, retrain your mindset, rebuild your habits, and do it for life. Stick with it for life so you don't just have to be caught on a stupid little banana for the rest of your life. So the secret for a sustainable plan with accountability is mindset. I dive in for almost 3 weeks with my clients on the idea of rewiring your identity and your priorities and really building up your visions and your goals. Then planning and prepping, just absolutely yes. If you know, what is that saying? Failing to plan is planning to fail. So yeah, you've got to set new habits for how to shop and cook and call ahead to restaurants and packing your foods and snacks and packing your gym bag or whatever it is that your goals are, getting new habits to stack on each other. And absolutely accountability, having a friend, a coach, a tribe to motivate you, call you out, whoever that is. I've got one, the Adventure Bound Tribe or the Thrive Tribe. You're welcome to join that. Find any group that works for you. Just keep that accountability. Surround yourself with positive influence. Whew, okay, so I'm almost there. So my goal was to show you the blueprint from cleaning up the diet to getting lab work and personalizing it while balancing lifestyle habits that enhance healing and tying it all together with a little bit of mindset, psychology, and accountability. I hope the crash course made sense. I know that's fast, but you know, trying to take 12 weeks of program and condense it down into 30 minutes. Because you know, let's be real. It can take weeks to reset habits and retrain the mindset and to begin undoing damage in the body, but it is possible. If you're committed, if you know how to do it, if you have help personalizing it for exactly what's going on for you. So if you address everything and tie it all together, your body wants to feel good. It wants to be healthy. The human body is so complex and amazing, and the functional nutrition research is just exploding on all of this. You know, bits of it have been around for a long time and have been validated, but it's just being shared and expanded on and just blossoming into so much in the last couple 5-10 years. It's amazing. So this works. There's science, there's research, there's anecdotes, there's client stories. Like, it's amazing what this does. So let's ask, was that kind of the blasted with water from a fire hydrant whirlwind? Again, I know I talk fast, but I hope you learned something new. I hope you saw that there are other ways than just popping pills or just accepting that this is how it is with your health status or your pain or your weight. So do you want to get your body to be more cooperative with you and your goals? Like, one of my slogans is kind of like, when the mind is willing, but the body's not cooperating. Like, your mindset's there, you're ready, you're tough, you're good. You love working out, you love training, you're happy to make some sacrifice to be healthy, but the body just doesn't want to cooperate. So if you feel like you are ready to take back control of your health, of your body, of your goals, to stop just getting by in life, but to get back to the activities you love and to excel in life, to thrive in what your passions are, then you can get that roadmap and avoid the minefield of the pits and the traps, the setbacks, the yo-yo dieting, the money on doctors and pills, and actually start to get a plan. So what I do is I work one-on-one with clients to guide them through all of these steps, you know, working on cortisol levels, breathing techniques from Navy SEALs, mind clarity, self-talk programs and depression and doubt, sleep remedies, targeting sleep, your dietary plan. We supplement based on your needs. We can look at muscle balance corrections and just keep you accountable. And yes, maybe kick you in the ass a little bit. I love to be a drill sergeant when a client is able to take that, but you know, I want to just help you get to the best point, because I know how fatiguing and frustrating and exhausting it can be. So bottom line, you know, pain, fatigue, any other symptom, it's your body's way of trying to tell you something's wrong, something needs fixed. So if you don't address it, it doesn't just go away. So figure it out. Find a solution with me, with another trainer, with another coach, whatever it is. Find it. Don't let it spiral down and get worse, because that just takes away your future goals and dreams and just adds to, you know, dissatisfaction with life. We are meant for more than that. So make this your defining moment. If you kind of feel like you want to say, like, I've had enough, I am sick of not feeling like me, I know I can be more and do more, but I'm held back by pain and fatigue and I want answers. You know, the truth is you have control over the things you do. And you are a unique individual with unique needs, not cookie cutter plans. So if you want to be the next testimonial in a workshop by taking control over your life, let me know. You can say, I want to figure this out. You've done it for yourself and for others. And I want to thrive again. I want to feel good again. I want to enjoy life again because my body cooperates. Like I feel like me and my body again. So if you want these proven results, what I'm going to do for anyone who sees this video, first of all, thank you. I hope you like it. Share it if you found any benefit from it. No pressure whatsoever for you to take advantage of. It's not like I'm right there with you and able to pressure you, but it is my job. It is my passion really to put it in front of you, and it's up to you if you want to take it or not. But what I'm doing is I am personally setting aside time to talk with you to see if I can help you further, to see if you're within this plan, the program, if the different methods I use, the tests I have access to, the work I do would be of help to you. We can talk for about 60 minutes, map out an action plan for you to reach your goals, reduce that pain, and use the system I talked about today, where we focus on the whole picture to find that root cause, get your energy back, and actually keep the results this time. So if you want to build this blueprint out together, and I truly believe I can help you, then I can invite you to become a client. No guarantees, of course. This has to be a win-win for both of us. Otherwise, it's a waste of time and money. So zero pressure on you. If you want to on that phone call, it's up to you. I just kind of lay out what I do, tell you what it is, what I would the plan I would put together for you in your specific situation. So if that sounds good to you, you want some answers, you want some help, you want some validation, click the link in the description to set up your strategy call. That's through the Get Healthy platform, which is a HIPAA compliant platform for dietitians. Once I see that you've reserved that, you book that at your own time, I'm going to send you a screening form. So first of all, we kind of make sure we're a good fit. Oh my goodness, I typoed like crazy on that. But we'll look at like your symptoms and what you're doing, kind of what your goals are, and just get a little background for me. And then we'll talk based on the time that you select for that strategy session. And we will create your success plan to get you from your pain and your frustrations to have you get answers to help you feel better. Most of my clients can do it in 10 to 12 weeks. We can make massive, massive improvements, 90 days or less. So good luck, whatever you decide to do, whether you want to try the general plan provided here first or dive into a personalized plan with the blood tests and any other labs that seem necessary. Feel free to join the Thrive Tribe. On Facebook, I've got a group, Thrive with Adventure Bound Fitness and Nutrition Academy. Hop on over, love to talk. We do anti-inflammatory tips and recipes, building community, sometimes stress management talks, sometimes goal setting. It just depends. It's kind of all over the place because again, it's a whole lifestyle, but it's all a community of people looking to be healthier. And just pop in, tell me how your training's going, tell me how your race season's going, tell me how your hike trips are going, whatever it is, and just keep in touch. So again, click the link in the description to schedule your complimentary strategy session and just get back to you, your best you now. So thank you for joining. Hope to hear from some of you. Let's get you back to your active self, get you feeling better. and talk to you on Facebook.